All right, we'll be working our layout today and adding a twist to it. But also this drill that we're doing right now is just an individual drill for the layout. When you do your back handsprings correctly, you actually should be as straight as possible. So this is also the exact technique you should use in your back handspring. So I've got Brielle here, and go ahead and start with your, scoot over just a little bit so we're landing more in the middle of the mitt. So she starts with her arms up, and what I'm gonna do is keep my shoulder right here in her lower back. I'm gonna grab both arms like this. Don't go yet. Okay, and so what I'm gonna have her do is bend her legs and jump. When she jumps, I'm gonna lift my shoulder up and pull her hands down. And if she stays tight, she's gonna flip over and do a beautiful layout. If she's wet like a spaghetti noodle, she'll just flop over me and not flip at all. So let's do this layout first. Arms up. All right, bend your legs, jump. Good. Now, ideally, if somebody's piking in their back, layout like she's doing, you could also work on this to get her to tighten her body up and get rid of the pike. So what you want to do when you go up, you just want to tighten your body up. Don't go up and kick your toes. So let's do it again, see if she can squeeze that body tight. Arms up, bend your legs, jump. There, that's a little bit better. Good. So it's a great way for someone to experience the layout. They don't just need to be tight, really. And they can understand if they're doing their back handsprings correctly, you can take it into the air and do your layout. To do an actually back handspring, get your hands on the floor, you have to sit to get your hands down. If you were to punch and reach for the floor, it's gonna travel, it's gonna go backwards just like a back handspring, but your hands are gonna be 2 feet off the floor. It's gonna be a whip back. Now to do a layout, you have to put your feet behind you and block so you can go up. So a layout is really like trying to do a back handspring up onto a resi pit or a really tall mat. Let's do it again so you can see the handstand in the air. Arms up, bend your legs, jump, handstand. Good, I stalled you right there to hold her up. She needs to be a little bit tighter and push her hips over more so she doesn't pike down. Usually a pike down is from not enough hip lift and rotation. Bend your legs, jump. There we go, good, all right. Okay, now let's do the handstand fall. So what we're gonna do is put her in a handstand position on a very soft mat. Don't do this on the hard floor. All right, kick it up. Push it back, boom, good. So we got her kicking up to the handstand. Good, scoot up here. You don't want to get too close to the end of the mat because the mat's not long enough. Your feet can hit the floor, you can hyperextend your knees. Make sure you always start it up here. Kick it up to a handstand. Push back, land on your stomach, good. Okay, now she's gonna fall, get halfway down and then add a half twist. Because what we wanna do is keep a perfectly straight body line to do the twist. And to twist, you want to turn your shoulders. She doesn't have to do anything with her arms. She just needs to push back and turn her shoulders. So let's do it with a half twist. Handstand, push back, and twist. Oh, excellent. That was so good. Plus, we want to use this in the air, so we want the hands reaching for the ground so that you can keep your body in that one position. Just like now. Let's see if we can do more of that half twist now. So once they do a really good half twist, like Brielle just did, push back, twist, oh, good. Try to twist more and land on your side. So she's got to push back and turn those shoulders more. Try to land on her side. Up, go push back. Oh, there we go, good, just like that. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So this is what we want to do in the air. You want to actually get to the handstand position first. You want your hands reaching for the floor. So that way, as you twist, you can keep yourself right here. I'm reaching for the floor. I'm twisting, and then as I come around, I want to keep reaching for that spot so I can land on my feet. So keeping the arms up helps to keep your body, helps to slow the rotation down. Anytime you add twist, it's going to add rotation. And so what we've been working on is doing the half twist in the air. So we're going to do the exact same layout. She'll be reaching for the floor, and then as she's coming down, we're going to add the half twist. So let's do it with the half twist. Bend your legs, jump, up, twist. There we go, good, excellent. Good, and she's keeping her arms up. When she first was doing this, when she would land, she would go like this and collapse. So she was pulling out of position to add more twist. That was really good. So even if I lose hold of your arms, try to keep reaching for that spot on the floor that you were reaching for when you were upside down. So let's do another half twist. Bend your legs, jump, up, twist. There we go, good. Now when you're doing this by yourself and doing it in the air, you want to keep your eyes looking at the floor on the half twist because you got to keep control of it. And half twist, you're turning and turning your back to the floor, looking at the ceiling. It's extremely easy to get lost. But that also is why it's so important to be reaching with those arms, so at least you know where the floor was. You were reaching for it, you turned, you're still reaching for it, it's back there somewhere. It gives you a pretty good idea of where the floor is, even if you can't see it. Now, once you can do this layout half like you're doing, let's go. Once you land, I want you to turn your head and reach over this way and go ahead and do the other turn. So we're not doing a full twist. We're gonna do the layout, half twist, land, make sure you got yourself under control, and then you're just gonna turn your head and do the other half on the ground. Any questions?
So,
She's like, what are we doing? All right, yeah, tell me. We're gonna reach.
Twist.
We're gonna do the half twist.
You land your feet on the ground and then you just twist one more.
Yeah, so go ahead and face that way. You'll be landing like this. Good, now just turn your head and reach over there like that. So, so we've kind of worked on which way to turn, but whenever you're doing a twist, if you turn your stomach this way to finish the twist, you gotta turn your stomach that way. So if she was doing a right twist and she twisted to this wall, once she landed, she'd need to twist to that wall. So we're gonna do the layout, late half twist, land on your feet, and then you're gonna turn your stomach to that wall and face back toward me. So bend your legs, jump, up, half twist, land, twist. There we go, good. And you can see that I was able to she kind of kept her arms there. I was able to hold on to them. That will keep her in the right place to continue to do the twist. So we got maybe one more of these we can do?
Yeah.
Okay. What that was about was called Indian sunburn. Arms are hurting, right?
Yeah.
So we've already done a couple of these, and me holding on arms and pulling creates a lot of friction. And so you can't do 50 of these without leaving a mark, right? So be aware of that when you use these. Try to be as gentle as you can. Don't grab too hard. So arms up. Let's try it with the half twist again. Bend your legs. Jump, up, twist, twist. There we go. Good. Excellent. There we go. And if you have a trampoline, you can do this layout with the arms up. I call it a trainer layout, keeping the arms up. And that teaches you to stay in the right position to add your twist. And plus it teaches you to be able to feel where you are in the air, even when you lose sight of the floor. So with this drill, we're talking about reaching for the ground, staying in position. No matter what position you're in, you want your hands to be reaching for that spot on the ground, even if you're going all the way around at one time, just like that. So what that means when you're doing a half twist, you're going to be reaching for the ground. As you do the half twist, you're going to land in an arch stance. You're going to land with your hands reaching behind you. And that way you're also in position just to add another half twist. Now here it is in the layout, reaching for the ground, half twist. Notice reaching backwards as she lands. So you've got to keep those hands in no matter what position you're in. Keep reaching for that spot. That way you're controlling the landing and in position to add more twist. So that's what we're going to do here, is add some twist. Either a half with a half, or we're going to start turning the head. We're going to do the half twist and turn the head and start looking and start adding a little more twist just before we land. So now as you're adding twist as you land, be very careful of the landings. Bend those knees, be soft. So we're going to try to do some, and twist. Add a half twist after we do a half twist. So this is officially a half with a half, trying to add more twist before we land. And we want to stay with this approach and gradually work up to adding more and more twist like that, twisting it around. Now what we're going to do is add more twist in the air. So we're going to do the half twist and turn the head, reach for the ground, see if we can get more than a half a twist in the air. Here's our first attempts at that. Getting around, getting oriented to where the ground is, where you need to turn your head to look to find the ground. Here's another one. I'm going to try to add the twist in the air, turn more. Good, and after some reps of those, we started getting a little more twist in the air. Here's a great example of a 3/4, almost 7/8 twist. Zoom, turning the head and landing. Excellent. Now here's exactly why you got to be soft on the landing. Here's one Brielle got a little lost, and you can see we're also using a 12-inch mat, which is an excellent choice for this drill. And then here's one more good 3/4 twist. Excellent. We're gonna stop this video here, but y'all continue your work out there and get this twist going. You can work the handstand fall, late twist, and later on we'll do another video on Arabian drills on how the early twist technique uses the same position as this, which is the handstand. So Arabian drills should always go to a handstand position. They shouldn't jump to a horizontal position. But that'll be in our future video on the Arabian. So look forward to that. We'll see you in the next video.